How come Vin Diesel loves to dance until 3 a.m? And why does Ryan Gosling get annoyed when you bring up his early dancing gigs? And who always dreamed of becoming a professional ballet dancer? Hi, I'm Peter, and these are the top 10 actors who you might be surprised to find out can really bust a move on the dance floor. Number 10, Bradley Cooper. Actor Bradley Cooper is insane about 3 things in his life: his Eagles baseball hat, his mum, and dancing. He dances anytime he gets the opportunity, whether it's amongst revelers in a muddy field at Glastonbury Festival, or a passionate but awkward ballroom dance with Jennifer Lawrence in Silver Linings Playbook, or dancing slightly more recklessly at the club. It turns out that dancing is Bradley's secret talent, and one that he isn't shy of sharing. Ever since Cooper was a kid, he loved dancing. But according to Bradley, he never looked like the kind of guy who knows how to dance. So, he learned to use his secret dancing skills whenever he wanted to impress a lady. And he still does. Remember how he showed off his moves on the Ellen DeGeneres show? Giving Ellen a lesson in the waltz? You just can't stop the guy, much like the next actor on our list, who could dance by himself all night long. Number 9, Vin Diesel. Be honest, you probably didn't expect this guy to be on our list, did you? Well, you'd be surprised to know that this young lad with a surprisingly voluminous hairstyle is actually none other than Vin Diesel. And apparently, the man can teach you some pretty decent breakdancing moves. 30 years on, show hosts Kelly and Michael surprised Vin Diesel with a video of him breakdancing. Man. And as you can see, Vin wasn't exactly pleased about it. But the Fast and Furious star did reveal that he used to breakdance at Columbus Circle and at the Washington Square a lot in his early days. In fact, he loved dancing so much it was the real reason behind him becoming a bouncer. That way, Vin could dance in the nightclubs for free, which was his real motivation. And that's not the end of Vin Diesel's surprising passions. Who on earth knew that Vin Diesel was such a big Katy Perry fan, for instance? That's right. One night, and by night I mean 3 a.m., Vin Diesel surprised everyone with the sudden upload of a very special video. Not only was he dancing in the funniest way and singing along to Katy Perry's Dark Horse, but then he comes towards the mic that's not even connected to anything and even sings into it. And when you think it couldn't get any better, the music changes and Vin starts over, but this time, he's singing along to Beyoncé's hit, Drunk in Love. Eventually, Vin comes over to explain that he was just so excited by the news that his movie Riddick had topped the DVD charts that he wanted to share his feelings with all his fans. Number 8, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. With our list moving towards number 1, it's safe to say that our candidates are getting better and better. Joseph Gordon-Levitt first showed us his more basic dancing skills in 500 Days of Summer. But it was his Janet Jackson dance moves on Lip Sync Battle that really amazed Levitt's fans. And he's not just messing around. What you see there is some pretty professional techniques. As with many other actors on our list, Joseph loves to take advantage of any opportunity to dance, and that's exactly the case with his Saturday Night Live performance. Just look, how else could you describe that other than fierce? Number 7, Penelope Cruz. Our next contestant is much more serious about her dancing. Penelope spent 10 years learning all the tricks of the trade when it comes to classical ballet, and as a kid, all Cruz ever dreamt of was dancing. As Penelope recalls, ballet instilled her with a discipline which is also vital for a successful acting career. Still, ballet is a very tough activity and would sometimes be so intense that Penelope's toenails would get damaged from all the dancing. And it may sound a bit masochistic, but Cruz would just remove the whole toenail, throw it away, and continue dancing. Despite what sounds like torture, the actress assured her fans that she still loves ballet more than anything. She later fell in love with the movies, but her passion for dancing never truly disappeared. In some parts, Cruz manages to combine dancing with her acting, like when she played a seductive mistress in the movie 9, for example. Number 6, Zendaya. The star of Euphoria has also spent years learning how to dance, but it was in a very different discipline to ballet. She was more into Hawaiian hula. But that didn't last for long, and hip-hop eventually superseded the hula in her life. In fact, Zendaya actually performed as a backup dancer in a Sears commercial for none other than Selena Gomez. And she loved it. Later, Zendaya even filmed her own videos where she would perform street dances with her friends. Zendaya also couldn't resist the temptation to participate in popular televised competition Dancing with the Stars. The girl thought it would be perfect, but in the end it turned out she had to forget almost everything that she used to do in hip-hop dancing and start learning from scratch. However, after the contest, Zendaya came back to her passion for hip-hop. But with the drastic growth of her acting career, Zendaya often finds it hard to find the time or space for dancing. Still, she dances whenever she gets the rare opportunity, even if it's in the car. Number 5. Tom Hiddleston. When Tom was asked to give some genuine advice, he proudly stated, "Dance more," and he stays true to those words to this day, as the actor dances no matter the situation he's in. He dances in scenes, he dances the minute the camera turns off, he even dances at the Met Gala where his version of the robot with Taylor Swift managed to go viral. Spontaneous dancing has become something of a habit for Hiddleston, and now literally everyone asks him to dance a bit when they see him. Playing a word association game about his Avengers co-stars, Chris Hemsworth had the quickest response to Hiddleston's name. Dancing, of course. It's crazy. You can even find an article named 12 Tom Hiddleston quotes about dancing that will inspire you to move. It's full of gems like, "There should be more dancing in the world. What can I say? It's a force for good." One time, when Tom's sister got married in India, he even missed the dinner because he was, well, you guessed it, yes, dancing. Number 4, Charlize Theron. Theron had dreams to become a professional ballerina when she was just 4 years old. But during her teenage years, a knee injury ended her career prematurely and put Charlize in a major depression. However, her mum decided that this was no time for tears and that what her daughter really needed was a good kick in the ass. So she basically kicked her out of the family home and made Charlize fly all the way to LA from South Africa to start a new life. Which, as we all know, was a story that fortunately worked out very well in the end. Charlize sometimes revisits her childhood dreams and dances a little bit, like during that sweet ballroom dance with Channing Tatum on stage at the Oscars. Or like when Jimmy Fallon welcomed Theron to the Late Night Show. Fallon made Charlize invent a dance mimicking a professional tennis player, and she nailed it. Then the both of them tried to dance in an imaginary kayak. Not exactly the dream Charlize was thinking of as a kid, but it seems like she really had a good time messing around on the dance floor in front of an audience of millions. Number 3, Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, that's not a mistake. The actor of some of the most brutal characters ever is a professional ballet dancer. The action star took 5 years of ballet alongside his martial arts training when he was growing up. More so, Van Damme truly believes that if you can withstand a ballet workout, you can face anything. How else do you think Van Damme learned to do those perfect splits? The actor has never forgotten to put his dance experience into his roles. Just like we can see in this scene from The Kickboxer. Another example of Van Damme's ballet-trained muscles can be seen in this scene from the movie Double Impact. Van Damme teaches you how to stretch correctly, and you can't disagree with the fact that it works. I mean, just look at those splits. Number 2, Ryan Gosling. That boy in the middle is the future star of La La Land. Ryan has loved dancing ever since he was a kid and hates it when somebody shows him this exact video. As it stands, it's the only video of Gosling dancing at such a tender age, and he simply got sick and tired of hearing about it over and over again. By the way, the competition you've just witnessed was actually a really tough one. Gosling recalls that in the final round it was down to him and a pair of tap-dancing twins. He was the first to perform, and when he looked for support from his loved ones from behind the curtains, he saw the twins doing this.
And I look up into the just off stage, and the two twins are standing there like the twins from The Shining. And they're just going like this.
Anyway, Gosling won. And who knows, perhaps that first win brought him enough strength and confidence to continue performing, which eventually made him one of the most popular actors in all of Hollywood. Number 1, Tom Holland. Tom Holland is obviously at the top of our list, as his childlike enthusiasm for dancing is what brought him his iconic role as Spider-Man. Perhaps some of you don't know this, but Holland does most of his own crazy stunts, and that's all thanks to his never-ending training and dancing. When he was 10 years old, Tom started taking ballet lessons in his garage and soon joined Nifty Feet Dance School with more serious lessons. That's what helped him receive a role in Billy Elliot the Musical, wowing audiences with his skills. Later, Tom performed on the Alan Titchmarsh Show, and you can see how, even at an early age, the boy is already on course as a professional dancer. And all that dancing and gymnastic experience made Tom the perfect pick for Peter Parker in the role as Marvel's Spider-Man. These days, Tom still makes his dancing passion a priority and loves to participate in fun contests like Lip Sync Battle. Who can forget when Holland blew the roof off the place with his performance of Umbrella, which immediately and rightly went viral? Do you agree with our list of the top 10 actors with hidden dancing talent? Or do you have your own suggestions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And, of course, as always, thanks for staying awesome.